Hey guys, this is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. Today we're going to talk about my favorite subject, which is sales. All right, we got a great subject for you today, and I think it's pretty entertaining. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. What is our subject for today? Our subject for today is amazing selling. When selling, don't sell the steak, sell the sizzle. What did he say? When selling, don't sell the steak, sell the sizzle. That must be the benefits, right? Okay. Listen, a lot of times we've got products that we sell, and they're real cool. But see, if people don't perceive in their mind that what they're going to spend on it is worth it, they probably ain't going to buy. The reason being is because people, they don't want to buy stuff that they don't feel comfortable with. They want to buy stuff that they can enjoy, own, appreciate, and more and more and more. The question is don't sell the steak, sell the sizzle. Let's just say, for instance, let's say a car. It looks real pretty. Is that it? It's a big old car. But unless you break it down, tell them the features, the benefits, the hot points, and go over those with your client, it's really hard to sell it. Because all cars, they're real pretty. Everybody wants to own something real nice. But until you not sell the steak, which is the car, or whatever your product is, but sell the sizzle. What is it in it for the client? Dang, that's pretty good. Selling the sizzle. Check this out. Imagine you're selling insurance. People don't want to talk to you because they're afraid. They don't want to have to spend money, and they don't want to talk to salespeople anyway. It ain't that they don't like you. They know what you do, and they don't want nobody to manipulate them and make them buy stuff that they don't really want or can afford. But see, here's the thing. If you have a product like insurance, for instance, and you could talk about the features and the benefits that, hey, when you pass away, your family's going to be able to take care of you in the situation, and they're not going to be in a situation where they don't know where they're going to get the money to take care of you. If you can touch those hot buttons and you can bring it to the customer's mind, it gives them a chance to go, okay, I hadn't thought of that. That does make sense. And remember, a lot of times when people are buying, they're buying because of enthusiasm. The enthusiasm that you have put into your sales presentation. Selling the sizzle, not the steak. What does that mean? That means, listen, when you have a client in front of you, you don't talk about you. You don't talk about all the stuff that's in your life. You talk to the customer. You ask them questions about what's going on. Why would they even be interested in something that you're trying to sell? A lot of times when people are trying to sell stuff, there's a market for it. There's leads, so you can contact your customers, and you can talk about what's in it for them. A lot of times when you're talking to customers, they weren't expecting you to approach them about something. So they're going to be kind of defensive. They're going to be like, no, I don't need it. I've seen it too many times in my selling career. I've been there and done that. I've seen them do it to me. But you know what? If you can get through that facade, that block, because in the past, there were some really unscrupulous, terrible salespeople that would take and manipulate people. We live way past that. We're in 2019. I mean, almost, it's like we ain't in for all that baloney because people are more smarter because there's so many other people that are selling the same product. And people who want to buy from you are going to be people who listen to you. They're going to be the kind of people that they look at you and say, well, maybe this person cares about me. And remember, it ain't about us. It's about the clients. It's about the customer. What's in it for the customer? Don't sell the big old steak. Yeah, you got some insurance. I don't want to buy it. Well, listen, let me explain the benefits for you and your family and your significant other, your children, and you break it down. Now, listen, you don't want to bombard somebody with so much pertinent information. It's kind of crazy to do that. So what you want to do is you want to look for those hot points. those things. Now, I would definitely talk to people who've been in sales for quite a while. I would do my research online about my product, and I would also talk to mentors and people who are close to me that are successful, not mediocre salesmen. They don't know what the hell they're doing. Talk to those people that are trying to be number one. And listen, not everybody's going to be number one, but it's a goal for everybody who wants to be a salesperson to be the best that they can be. It just makes sense. And we're talking about selling not the steak, but selling the sizzle. Man, that's pretty cool. Think about it in your own life. Why would you buy something? Benefits, affordability, usage. When I'm in Florida, I'm sweating a little bit, so I'm just thinking. We got to be salespeople that think outside the box, not inside the box. The inside the box thinking means, I'm just going to humdrum and go through whatever happens. But most successful salespeople, just like you and me, we are researching our product. Now, see, here's the thing. When you're talking to a customer, especially if you're a new salesperson or you're getting a new product out there, you got to ask, what are those things that make you get excited? That's a good question. What are those features and benefits that you know in your mind that, hey, listen, if I bring it up to my customer, dang, they may see it as a benefit and buy from me. You know, we're salespeople. We got a really hard job sometimes, so we've got to create the value. If you can create a value, and people don't mind giving away their money. But damn, if you don't give them any sizzle, and all you're doing is just selling the steak, which is whatever you're selling, without giving them any great features and benefits, you're wasting their time. You're wasting your time. And I'm a salesman. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. I love everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, the warts and all about sales. I've been in sales since the 80s. And I've had ups and downs. I've worked with some really great companies. And one of the things that I've figured out when I've worked with really good salespeople, I'm talking sales management, sales teams, is that they just don't talk about their product. They talk about what it's in it for the customer. Remember that, guys. That's the sizzle. What will they benefit from? Imagine if you went to a steakhouse and you saw a piece of meat. It looks like a piece of meat, but boy, you can smell it, and then you can taste it. You can just feel it. That's the sizzle, not the steak. Because, see, not everything is the same. You know, when you're selling, one of the things that I've learned is that when you're talking to a customer, you got to let them talk. Now, you don't want them to get so far off track that they're going to go down a rabbit hole. What you want to do is start the presentation with, my name is whoever, and then you say, look, this is what we have to offer. Do you already have this? Or have you heard about it? Are you using this? And a lot of times say, I don't know. But if you can break through that. Well, listen, we have a few minutes. Mind if I come in for a second so I can show you the benefits for you and your family? And customers want benefits. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to get in the door with every single person, because it's a numbers game. The sizzle is so important. You can have a beautiful, nice, beautiful showroom. But unless you can paint that customer in the ownership of owning that product and building value by breaking down what are the features of a sofa, how many people can sit on it, the springs, how they're going to be supportive, how those beautiful pictures and things and those rugs and those lamps will make your room beautiful. You're creating value. You're making the customer go, dang, I hadn't really thought about that. And I've been to a lot of customers' houses. And unfortunately, a lot of people they got nice houses, but they don't really know how to decorate. They don't have all the things that would look really good because nobody has introduced them to the concept of buying stuff, not just for what they're looking for, but all the amenities, all the accessories. You got to sell it. And when they're looking at your sofa set or dining room set or whatever, you've got to have them sit down. You've got to have them thinking about, dang, this might look real good in my house. But don't forget to sell the accessories to go along with it, because a lot of times people get nice furniture and things, they'll get it in their homes, and they're disappointed. I've heard it from customers. The reason why is because we got one sale we were afraid to say, do you think that all of this would look good in your room? And if we can fit it in your budget, do you think we could help you get it today? And just shut up and ask. If they say, no, I don't need that, that's okay. Your simple job is to create value. The Sizzle. The steak, it looks like every other chair. It looks just like every other mattress. It looks the same. But until you create a value and what it's in it for the customer, you ain't selling. So you got to ask yourself, I'm a great salesperson. Yes, you are. When you're selling, it's a process. We got to learn the basics, the fundamentals. You know, a lot of times people want to sell stuff, but they ain't had the time to learn how to sell. And so we have this forum so that you can share your feelings. So if you like these videos, give me some likes. If you want to share them, I would really appreciate it. Because I'm primarily talking to salespeople, customer service people, people who deal with clients on a daily basis. Remember, don't sell the steak, sell the sizzle. What's in it for the customer? My name is Gary Lee Stanley. We just had a very simple conversation about how important it is to sell those benefits. Not the steak, not the thing you're trying to sell, but what it's in it for the customer. So do me a favor, go out there and sell something. But if you ain't asking for the order, you ain't selling. So do me a favor, go out there and have a good day. And don't forget, sell the sizzle. What's in it for the customer? Dang, that's pretty important. So go out there and sell something. Bye-bye.